Yeah, so guess what? I'm in HD now. Yeah, so I finally saved enough money to buy the Sony HDR-SR11. I was thinking about buying the Sony HDR-12, but then I looked at the specs online, and the only difference was the capacity. And since you always transfer your files from your camera to your computer, it'd be kind of pointless buying a Sony HDR-SR11 or 12. So yeah, so I got it, and I'm pretty impressed. I've tried a few things, and now I am doing this blog instead of, playing my Monster Hunter and then talking about stuff through that. So yeah, I would have done on Monster Hunter. Sorry for the people who like it. Probably nobody, but As you can see, there is a cat in my tree. And there's a lamp beside that tree. Yeah, so a little bit about my camera, the Sony HDR-SR11. I don't know, it's 60 gigabytes, and there's one feature I really like about it. It's the ability to capture 3 seconds of footage at 120 frames per second, which is really cool because it's like super slow-mo. So you could, like, I don't know, flip a coin and it'd be like, and then you're like, whoa, I never knew it did that before, but you already did because you flip coins all the time. Anyway, there's other features on there too, like your manual focus, where you could like focus behind or in front, which is also pretty cool. And then I don't know, I just normally do it automatic for shots like this. And there's another button in front which is kind of like a backlight, which is pretty cool as well. Basically just brightens the whole thing, so it'll kind of get rid of some of the shadows and stuff. But yeah, it works well. I always push it on, so it's on. There's a whole bunch of other features that I won't talk about because it is boring. You could just look at the specs online if you want to know what it is. Anyway, the one thing I really hate about this camera though is that it's touchscreen. You grease up your screen on your LCD and you're always cleaning it because you always like having a clean camcorder, and you could never have it with this one because it always gets dirty because you're fingering it all the time. Nobody does it better than Jardane at London Drugs, yeah! One thing I really wanted to talk about was parking at universities, especially around 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I mean, I'm from blah 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 and I have to drive 20 minutes to the school, right? And I get there and there's no parking. And then you're like, oh, well, I'll just wait for somebody to drive out, right? So you're going, and then there's 2 cars here. There's a parking spot here. This guy's coming out, right? And there's 2 cars here, and I'm here, and this guy's here. And we're all like mouthing off, right? And then this guy just like, whoosh, like as soon as he gets out, the guy pulls out that way, so I can't get in. So he gets there. He gets a spot. But I was there first. Doesn't make sense. Really stupid. And then there's no other spots, so you gotta go all the way out, and then you gotta park on the side of the road where it says no parking. And then they end up towing you, and then talk to the people there, and they're all like, well, it's not our fault we parked there. You gotta park in the university parking spot. And I was like, well, there was no spots open, right? So I didn't get towed, but if I did, I'd talk to them, and they'd hopefully, I don't know, pay for my towing ticket, right? But yeah, it's not cool. Especially when you have to walk all the way to the class to the other side of the campus. I killed an army of cats with this blade. Stainless steel! I'll tell you a little story about me and getting to school last week on Wednesday. So I wake up and my sister's all like, can I take the car today? I was like, okay, I'm getting picked up by my carpooling buddy, right? And so I'm doing my homework, right? And it's almost 12 and they're supposed to pick me up, right? And I'm waiting there, and it's 12:50 and my class starts at 1, right? And it takes me about 30 minutes to get to school, right? and then I finally figure out their number because I didn't have it before, and I know, stupid me. But anyway, I phone them and they're like, yeah, I was gonna tell you, I couldn't pick you up today. And I was like, well, when were you gonna tell me when class was over, right? So anyway, after that, I was like, shit, there's no vehicles in the parking lot, right? So then I'm like, huh. So I run to the school, to my mom's school, because she has a vehicle I could use, right? So it takes me like 10 minutes to run there. I grab the keys, get in the van, and I book it to school. I'm going like 140 down the highway, right? And then I get there 5 minutes late. I mean, that's pretty good, right? But anyway, that's not cool. People are gonna carpool with each other. They should talk to each other. I killed an army of dogs with this blade. Stainless steel! Yeah! Another thing I wanted to talk about was my teacher. If you followed along with my some of my Mon Center videos, I talked about some old guy, and I said he wasn't very good. But you know what? I changed my mind because he was pretty good. Last class, what we did, got down, hands-on work for like 2 hours. Normally the class is like 4 hours long, right? And we get out early, and you learn a lot of stuff. You know, all my other teachers, they read from the book, they spend all the 4 hours time, and you're there going like, and then you're falling asleep and everything, right? And then they're just looking at you and they're like, oh hell. Then they just keep on talking, right? And yeah, that old guy was really good. I wish I had him for all my classes. He makes lame jokes though, but I killed an army of butterflies with this blade. But it's not stainless steel. The real reason I wanted to record this was I wanted to know if I get the option in YouTube, like the HD option, where like brings out the huge screen, right? I want to see if that works with this camera, or if you have to be like a partner video. That would suck. I get the higher option, view and higher quality, but you know, HD is better.